Hi everyone, I'd like to bring you a short video about Microsoft Project in the course BUSS420 Project Management. Now for this class, Microsoft Project is a required software package. Now you can use the 2007 version, but the 2010 version is recommended. With either version, you'll be able to produce Gantt chart views, resource views, and network diagram views. Now I know what you're thinking. Here we go again. Another software package that I have to find and install and learn for this course. And I know exactly how my students think about this. You're all probably very excited to get started, knowing that the software will install perfectly and will work seamlessly. Well, in reality, it never quite works out that way. But let me tell you a little bit about the approach we'll have with Microsoft Project in this course. We're going to use a ladder approach and start everybody off at the bottom rung, and then throughout the semester we'll climb that ladder one rung at a time. Our bottom rung is here in week 1, where we'll review some Microsoft tutorials, we'll read through the discussion and answer some questions. Then in week 3, we'll have our first activity. I'll provide you a template and also a YouTube video which will describe all the steps for that activity. In week 5, well, I'll take away the template, but not the descriptive YouTube video. I'll again provide you a video that tells you all the different steps required in order to complete the assignment. That should prepare you for our week 6 activity, which is the second installment of the final portfolio project. I'll again provide you a template and also a YouTube example using that template that you can learn from and then apply to the case study in the portfolio project. To wrap things up, in week 7 we have a final activity, and for that I'll again provide you a very descriptive YouTube video to help you through it. All right. Let's get started right here in week 1 with our discussion. I'll ask you to install Microsoft Project, review a number of different Microsoft tutorials, and then answer some questions based on those tutorials. So all of these links are up in the discussion forum, so you don't have to madly write them down here. But the first step will be to go to this website. Now, every time I go there, it seems that Microsoft does another revision and they move the button or they change the name of the button, but it's always on this page. And here you can see at the top in the menu, there's a buy or try link, and you can select that. That will bring you to a page where you can find a button to download Project Professional 2010. Please don't select the server version. Now, when you go through this download process, please understand there's two options, a 32-bit option of Project Professional, which you'll use for older operating systems, and a 64-bit version that you'll only use for the newest operating systems like Windows 7. Now, I'm going to have to leave the rest of this up to Microsoft and your imagination, but that's to actually run through the install. And if you've never installed anything from Microsoft, well, you might have to walk through their registration to what they call TechNet, which is their technical community of practice. I really wish I could describe this step for step in this video to you, but they change it almost every semester. So please, you're going to go on a little bit of a road trip here, but Microsoft will lead you through the process, and I see here they've documented the different steps. So have patience. Know that you're on a little bit of a road trip, but with any luck, you'll be able to install your Microsoft Project Professional 2010. Now, the next step in our discussion for week 1 is to review the tutorials. And again, you don't have to write down this very long URL. That's up in the discussion forum for you. But there you'll see a big old fat button in the middle of the screen to start this course. That will bring you to this page, which will have each of those tutorials to review. An overview, how to create a new project, how to add tasks, links between tasks, and then finally to create an outline for the tasks of your project, and we'll be using all of these throughout the semester. The final step here for week 1 is to answer a couple of simple questions, and all the answers here can be found in those tutorials that you reviewed in the previous step. So there you have it for week 1. You'll install Microsoft Project, and I'll apologize in advance for the little road trip they'll put you on. You'll review a number of different Microsoft tutorials, and then answer a number of questions, and you'll find all those answers in those tutorials. So please take your time here in week 1 to install Microsoft Project and come up to speed on the tutorials. It's the first rung in a ladder we'll be taking for a number of different weeks through the semester. And if you do this, you can avoid maybe having one of these expressions of your own. If you have any questions along the way, please post them up to the questions forum or shoot me a quick email and I'll get right back to you. Thank you all.